In episodes 4 and 5, three ephemeral characters are introduced: Kathleen, Henry, and his little brother Sam. Some viewers may question the merit of developing characters only to exterminate them within the breadth of 2 episodes, or 1 in the case of Bill and Frank. But these figures within the narrative are far more than props to be cleared away for the next scene. They are not diversions or digressions. They are world, as integral to its landscape as the wooded paths and ruined cities our heroes traverse, as perilous and impactful as the monsters that emerge from the underground. They are extensions of this dystopian microcosm, rooted in the scaffolding of the story, mirrored in the walls. These walls are filled with child iconography. Sam's crayon creations in the attic where he and Henry shelter, the painted atmosphere of the playroom and the abandoned tunnels, replete with books and toys and games. These walls are filled with the whispers of childhood. Kathleen's old bedroom, where she reminisces to Perry about her deceased brother Michael, who imagined the room as an impenetrable wooden box that would protect them from the nightmare unfolding outside their window. In episode 4, we see glimpses of Ellie's childishness in the glee she derives from a book of puns. This juvenility is further prompted by Sam in episode 5, who shares her love of graphic novels and takes comfort in a playmate with whom he can find distraction and in whom he can confide. The comic book catchphrase that becomes indicative of their bond, endure and survive, is not the redundancy that Joel and Henry think it is. While used interchangeably and technically synonymous, to survive is to simply continue existing, but to endure is to stay firm under suffering or misfortune without yielding, to undergo, especially without giving in. It is not enough to merely survive, as Joel has been doing for 20 years. It is essential to endure, as Ellie has been doing, evidenced by the child she has managed to remain, by her capacity for friendship and her compassion for Sam, who faces the worst fate their world has to offer. All Joel and Henry can hope for is life itself, but the two children strive towards so much more, by maintaining their joy and optimism, by looking for light in the darkness. They have kept what Joel has already lost in the death of his daughter, and what Henry is losing as the burden of being his brother's keeper forces him to make increasingly difficult decisions, villainous choices, for heroic reasons. Kathleen's is a cautionary tale in the traumatic silencing of the little girl who trusted her older brother's wisdom and admired his altruism, who would have forgiven Henry for his impossible choice were she not locked and buried in that wooden box with the memory of Michael. Before revealing that he's been bitten, Sam asks Ellie if people are still themselves inside after they become infected. But when the pathogen takes hold, it is overwhelmingly clear that Sam is gone. Much like Kathleen, whose vengeance makes waste of Perry's sacrifice, Sam too becomes an unthinking monster, incapable of returning to his rightful form, unable to reconnect with his innermost self. Perry's loyalty goes unrewarded, as does Ellie's childlike faith that her blood will somehow save Sam. The brightly illustrated walls speak of motivation in the face of demoralizing odds, the ability to believe in an improbable cure and a near impossible future, endurance as much as survival. Henry, having failed to ensure Sam survived, cannot endure. The question is, can Joel?